Hi everybody, welcome back to Snowpiercer Saturdays. Sorry for the long delay, it's just um so much to do. So little time. Also, a lot of depression. We had talked about episode 8. These are his revolutions. Now, this is one of the bigger episodes that everything is starting to fall into place. Like everything about the ongoing, of course, BS of the revolutions from the first class, the second class, and the third class being intertwined with the tale's own story with the engine crew. Everything is starting to mold together and become its own unique facet of such gargantuan proportions that I wish I could talk about all of that in this episode. No, I'm gonna keep things light this time, baby. Let's focus on at least two different plot elements here because there's a lot to go over and so little time. So, episode 8 picks up after Leighton finds out that his main squeeze is killed because of Melanie's own stupidity. So he decides to go to everyone's favorite whack job and says, hey, my son works in the engine now. He can show you. Wilford is gone. He was never on Snowpiercer to begin with, and he's dead. And you know how that shit pops off for the first class and Melanie plotline? It goes horribly fucking wrong. We already got the Folgers going up into Ruth's ear just like, hey yo, your homegirl, Melanie, she be cray-cray. We gotta start taking some shit over and then just start making it our new policy to then start making our own shit possible. We gotta make that shit happen, son. And lo and be fucking hold, because Ruth is so easily manipulated by not only the Folgers, but also Commander Gray's schlong. She goes along with the whole ploy to then just go by beating down on the doors to the engine. And although we already have Miles, who's just a child trying to do right by his trained dad, and Melanie's boyfriend, Ben, I believe, just trying to make sure that the doors do not open, because frankly, if what happened next did not happen, they would have probably calmed the fuck down. Ben could have played some Wilfred audio or some shit. They would have been placated. It would have been fine. But we also have Javi. And Javi wants to do the right thing at the wrong time. Where there's an entire mutiny in oh god, sorry. So much to talk about. I'm getting dizzy just thinking about it. Where Javi is trying to do the right thing at the wrong time when there's a mutiny in progress, as a glass of mine from my glasses pops out from the frame again. And with that said mutiny in progress, he's just like, hey, let's tell the truth and say that Wilfred is possibly dead. What could possibly go wrong? And that leads to Melanie getting arrested. And by the end of the episode, thanks to Ruth not really wanting to listen to the factor that Wilfred probably isn't the god figure people make him out to be, because he might as well be a monster, she is sentenced to die by tomorrow in story, which has not happened yet. So, yeah, that's gonna be a huge thing to talk about in episode 9. But then, there's also everyone's favorite stuff of the tale, and Leighton's revolution. But I gotta condense a lot of it, because we got so much more to talk about in episode 9, guys. So much more and then some. So, with Leighton already starting stuff off where he's already told people the truth about Wilfred not being on Snowpiercer, he's got his entire network working tirelessly to make sure everything is going according to plan and then some. We are now encompassing a lot of big elements of not only combat stuff, but political plays that will reshape how Snowpiercer is going to be for the rest of their lives. As I'm trying to fix my own glasses, because, y'all, I'm blind. I am fucking blind. Anyway, With Layton now having the tails best and brightest go off with the train's best and brightest to get some extra forces, cut off lines of communication and other power relays, make sure it sets up different networks of bypassing security systems. Everything is starting to fall slightly into place more and more. And lo and behold, war is not that simple. War is hell. And Layton is not ready for this as an idealist when it comes to the plot itself and giant margins. He wants things to end peacefully without a lot of bloodshed, where if it can happen, he'll understand that bloodshed will occur, but not mass carnage. And that's going to follow him since this is the credence of trying to be one train, not being one tail, 1/3, 1 second, 1 first. It's only trying to be one train. But how can you have that if your revolution is so blood-soaked that no one is going to come together in unification due to the dark past behind it? Because that's what's happened to America, to the European nations, to the Eurasian nations, everything across the board that was never born from peace and sterility within the storm. And Snowpiercer is starting to shape up to have that whole weird quandary. Look, can I English while not trying to be overwhelmed by the awesomeness? Answer is no. But with all that being said, does this mean that's going to be the end of it all? Is Layton going to lose his nerve and not really go through with all these different enactions and whatnot? Are the other players I didn't mention in this episode going to throw everything off the board and then be complete and utter chaos and then reign in destruction? Will Till and all the other people I didn't mention have their storylines go into all sort of stuffs of being resolved peacefully? You guys have to find out next week! Because I'm trying to film episode 9 ahead of time, baby.
Too many homies want to play Simon Says. Nobody want to play hopscotch. 1 step, 2 step, down a couple blocks till they find a brother staring at the top spot. Everything is gorgeous from the lobby. Everything is lit when you broke. Everything's enormous when you never had shit. I can almost feel the fame. Is this close? I'll be outside like damn.